Hey elegant fam, it's a girl Praise and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome, and I hope you're going to join the family and help me grow the family, you guys. Thank you for clicking this video, by the way, and I hope you're gonna watch it till the end. So as you read the title of the video, today's story time, I want to tell you something that happened to me in 2021. Yeah, that was 2021. I was doing my other Ausbildung to become a Altenpflegehelferin. So yeah, it's just one of those memories that I wanted to like bury. You know, there's some things that happen to you and you just don't want to talk about it again, but then I just wanted to like bury it, leave it behind and stuff. But then as a person who loves sharing some information with you guys, I decided that okay, maybe if I share this with someone and someone goes through the same thing, they'll know that they're not alone and how to go about the situation or what to expect. So I decided that today is the day I have to tell you what happened. So without wasting much of your time, please like this video, share this video, subscribe, and yeah, leave your questions and whatever below and I'll answer them. So let's get started. In 2021, I was doing my Pflegehelfer Ausbildung. Like I had started it in 2020 after I finished my au pair year. So yeah, that was 2021. Yeah, and then it was during COVID, so we were at home doing online lessons at home, and I hadn't been feeling well for like I think 3-4 days. I had this pain in my stomach. It was coming and going, coming and going. So it was really sharp when it comes. Like it was very unbearable, I must say. Yeah, and you know, being sick and you are alone in a foreign country, that is something that I find very, very difficult. Yeah, because you will need all the help that you can. Of course, you call your family, you call your loved ones and tell them I'm not feeling well and stuff, but then you never know how serious it is. Until you know how serious it is, it gets worrying, it gets very scary and stuff. So what happened was we're having an online lesson. So I just attended. I was just like there sitting on my, actually laying on my bed, and we're talking, and it was like a Zoom call, something like that. So and then the teacher was just asking us, how are you, everyone's okay and stuff. And then I was like, I'm not really fine. I've been having this pain in my stomach, and it comes and it goes, and then when it comes it's very painful, it's unbearable. I have to sleep, I have to lie down or something. And then my teacher's like, okay, where exactly do you feel this pain? So I had to like tell her that it was on my, this is my right, on my right side, as a lower part of my stomach. That's where I was feeling this pain. And then she was like, how long have you been having that? Then I told her, for the past 4 days I've been feeling it really bad, and I just take ibuprofen and I think it's just gonna go away. And then she's like, you need to go to the doctor. I'm like, why? Like, it may be something serious. I'm like, something serious? How serious can that be? I mean, it was painful. I know it was very painful, but then with taking a ibuprofen, I felt better, and I thought it was just something that was gonna go, or I thought that I ate something bad, you know. So she scared me, and she's like, Praise, you need to go to the doctor, you need to get checked up and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I will. She's like, no. That's the moment I knew that something is definitely up. So I just stopped the lesson and did everything. The good part was my doctor lived, like my doctor's office was just like downstairs where I was living, just across the road, and then I was there. So what happened is I got to the doctor. I explained to them, they said you don't have an appointment, but I told them no, it's an emergency. I have this pain that I've been feeling, so I was advised to rush here. And they said, okay, the doctor saw me. Actually, they took some blood tests. They made me do urine test. Like, they're like, you're not pregnant. I'm like, no. Like, are you sure? I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. They're like, okay, but they still did the pregnancy test and everything. And then the doctor started like did an examination on me, so I had to lie down and then pull my top up and then showed him where it was painful. So he was pressing. As he pressed my stomach, like the right side of my tongue, I screamed. Like, I didn't know how deep this pain was until he like pressed my stomach. I screamed, you guys. It was very painful. Like you know that jumping feeling when you're feeling some pain, like the reaction, like ah, and then I jumped, and then he was like, that is dangerous. We need to do a what is it called? A sono. So what it's called, like an ultrasound. So I got in another room, and then they put that cold whatever on my stomach, and then he started checking that part, and he's like, something is not normal, something is going on here. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, your appendix, Blinddarm in German, is about to explode. It is an infection, so it has become bigger and it's about to explode. You need to go to the ER right now. You need to get an operation. I'm like, hold up, this is too much. What are you saying? Like, yeah, you have appendicitis, you need to go to the ER, you need to get it operated, you need to get it removed before it bless, you need to be careful, you need to go now. I'm like, how? I was just home. I came here and now I have to go to the ER. Like, at that moment I knew that no, this is no, what's going on? I got emotional very quickly, and it's like I was dreaming. So I called my boyfriend and I told him, I'm like, I was just at the hospital right now. I'm at the hospital actually with the doctor. They're telling me that I need to rush to the big hospital and get operated. He's like, no, how? What's going on? And then I told him everything that the doctor said, and then I was like, but I don't feel like going. He's like, you know what, Praise, just go and get it checked out. You never know, maybe it's that bad. If the doctor said it's bad, then you have to go. I was scared. I guess I was just in denial. Then he gave me the Überweisung, like the paper where it says that I have Blinddarmentzündung and I must get operated so forth, like as soon as possible. So I got there, like I left there, I took a bus because I was in pain, but I could still walk. So I was like, you know what, let me just take a bus. I took a bus and I went to the hospital. Got there, they received me, they checked my stuff, and then they immediately just gave me a room. They're like, the doctor will be with you now. The doctor came. It was a black doctor, by the way, and which I found quite interesting, and he spoke English. So he came to me, he's like, what's wrong, what's going on? I was like, I'm having this pain like this. I went to my house arts, like my doctor, and he told me that I have Blinddarmentzündung, like my appendix is now bigger, it's about to explode. I have to get operated. He's like, okay, I have to check that now. If that's the case, then you have to get operated. If not, I'll check it also. If not, then you have to go home. I was like, no, I can't get an operation. It's like, let's not conclude anything, let's just do the test. And then we went ahead and he did the test again, and he's like, I have to make a call. That moment was like, what's going on? Am I gonna die or what? I started crying. The crazy part was I could not like, the hospital had Wi-Fi, but somehow it wasn't working. So my data wasn't working. I could not reach out to my mom. I could not reach out to anyone. I could not reach out to my sister. I was just there. Like, my boyfriend knew I was going there, but then he didn't know like what happened. I got there because I was quiet for like 2-3 hours or something. And then I was now worried, what if something happens to me? What if I die? Like, how can I come to a country? I've never been this sick before. How can I come to a country, a foreign country, and then all of a sudden I'm sick and I have to get operated? What if I die here without even going back home? That's the scariest thing that I like had in mind, you know. And then he's like, so we have to I just talked to the, what is it called, what is she called, who puts you to sleep, the I don't know, guys, English is now just running away. But then he's like, I've talked to her, and then she's going to come, she's going to explain a few things to you, and then you have to sign something that we're gonna operate you. And then I'm like, what if I don't want to be operated? It's like, I'm sorry, you have to be operated. If you don't want, you're putting yourself in more danger, because if it explodes, then that means it can infect other organs and stuff. And then I started crying, like I was now crying. And then the nurses tried to, like, you know, make me calm down and stuff, and they're talking me through it. And then they came in, they're like, here is that night dress for the night dress, the blue and white night dress for the hospital. And they gave me this net hose, the hospital pants and pad. And then they're like, you can wear this. And then what else? And then they're like, you can change now. And then I had to change, put that, pick my things. Like, I was still in shock, like, what's going on? I was still in shock. And then that lady came, the anesthetic lady, I don't know what they're called really. So she came, and then she was like, hi, so I heard that you'll be getting operated here with us, like in an hour or 30 minutes, somewhere there. I was like, yeah, but I'm still lost. And then she was like, no, don't worry, we'll take care of you. You know what they say, I'm also like one of them, I'm also a nurse, would say, we'll take care of you, you don't have anything to worry about, everything will be okay, you know, you're in good hands. So I'm the one that's just gonna give you something to sleep so that you don't feel anything. So this is how the operation is going to go. And then she explained that we won't like completely cut you and then you have a big scar. Like, I was scared, because the operations that I've seen, that I have known, like, they make a big scar and something, and then I'm just like, I'm just gonna have a scar like that, how? And then she's like, no, we're gonna cut you like 3 times, we're gonna make small cuts through your Bauchnabel, what is it called? Through your belly button, and then we're gonna make another cut on the side, and then another one on the side where the pain is. And then we're gonna go in with a small camera, we're gonna pump some air in your stomach, and then you look like you're pregnant. And then I was just hearing things at this time, like, it was just getting blurry, like, the whole time. As she was speaking, I was crying. And then she came to a part where she said, so it may happen, you know, the side effects part just got me like saying, no, I can't do this. And then she's like, side effects, you might forget a few things when you wake up, you might forget, you might have amnesia, but it won't be that bad. You might lose some blood, you might get infections and stuff, you know, the typical operation Nebenwirkungen, like what can happen when they put you to sleep. You know, you might have pain in your throat because we put that thing for you to breathe or whatever. She said a lot of things, but then you can also die. You know, there was that thing where she said, if it comes to any complication, but that is just like 0 point something percent, so don't worry, we'll take care of you. And I was like literally crying. They're like, is anyone here with you, or what? Is there anyone we can call and stuff? I just wasn't hearing everything. I tapped some messages. I was just like, okay, it's fine. I was just, because they told me that if I don't, then I'll have to get maybe a big operation, when now a lot of things are infected. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I signed, but the whole time I was crying. I can't even talk about it now like this without even shedding a tear. This is like literally good. It shows that I have kind of healed from that. So and then I was just crying because I'm alone. I can't do anything. They tried to be nice, honestly, but it wasn't that easy. So yeah, and then afterwards they took me like to the room, like I had to lie on the bed, and then they took me to the au pair room. It was very cold. It was very, very, very cold inside. And I met the doctor that operates. The two lovely ladies, and they're like, don't worry, we'll take care of you. Where'd you come from? I was talking to them, and they're like, so we're going with 2 cameras in your stomach, and then we'll cut, and then you just have some small scars. It is nothing bad, it can fade or something like that. I was like, okay, you just have to trust us. And then we made jokes, we laughed, started feeling better. But before that, I asked for my phone. I typed some things to my mom, to my dad, to my sister, to my boyfriend. Told him, okay, so they're now operating me. I'm now going to the operating room, and yeah, just in case maybe where my phone lands or where we're going, there's gonna be network, and then they'll get these messages, you know, because I just didn't know, am I surviving, am I dying, what's going on? Because it was just like, you know. So and then we made jokes with I made jokes with the doctors and stuff, and then they put a mask, like a nose and mouth mask, and then they told me to count to 10, and I just didn't know that like that I was just gonna sleep like that. Then I counted, I think, to 4, and then the rest I slept through the whole thing. I didn't feel anything. And then I woke up. I think I have a picture when I woke up. I might look for it and put it there, or yeah. So when I woke up, I woke up, and I was in another room, and there was a nurse next to me, and she's like, oh, welcome back to life. And I'm like, oh, I'm alive. I was just like, oh, thank God. And then she told me, okay, the operation was successful, so now I'm just gonna bring you into another room, and where you're going to sleep and stuff. And I was, mind you, I was hungry because I hadn't eaten anything like from morning, you know. So that's why they had managed to like operate me, because you shouldn't eat anything, I think. So I hadn't eaten anything. Now I was starving, like I was really, really starving. And then she took me to the other room. I woke up, I just took a picture to show that I'm alive, and then I went to the other room. Now there was Wi-Fi. Then I managed to talk to my mom, who was worried, sick, and my dad and my boyfriend and my sister and everyone. And then I told them that I was hungry. I actually couldn't like stand properly. No, I just didn't do anything that night. Didn't even go to the toilet. She let me in that other room. What's that? Okay. She left me in that other room. I was alone in the room, and I was sleeping, and I was hungry. I just couldn't sleep, so I called them, and I klingel, or I don't know, I rang the bell, and then a nurse came. She was also black, so I kind of feel like, you know, God was like there, you know, just making sure I feel safe, I feel better, I get the most and best treatment. So the nurse was black. She came, she talked to me, how are you feeling, don't worry, you're not alone, if you need anything, if I see that it's you that's ringing the bell, I'm just going to be here. I told her I'm hungry. And then they gave me tea and zwieback, some dry bread, and yeah, you shouldn't eat anything crazy, like very hard for digestion, because everything is still fragile after the OP. So yeah, that was it. And then I stayed there 2 days, I think. And what else? Going to the toilet, I needed help and stuff. And then the third day, my boyfriend came. He was staying far at that time. He came and he picked me up. He also was supposed to work, picked me up, took me home, prepared everything for me. Like, I couldn't stand up straight properly. So he came and he like, I couldn't bend. Actually, stand up straight I could, like, but not straight, but I couldn't bend. So my fridge was like, in my room, my fridge is small, so I had this bar table. So when we got home, he went and did some shopping for me, and then he left like everything on the table, so that if I need anything, I don't have to bend. I just like take it from the high table. So he did that for me, and then he went back, and then he came back in a day or two, and when he was free, and yeah, he helped me get better. And my other friend from school was also there. My Asian friend Timmy Hung, she was also there. She came the next day. She made something for me. She washed the plates. She helped me take a bath. Oh my god, like, she was so amazing. So yeah, I just wanted to say that it was a difficult time. It was very crazy, especially when I was left alone at home, or when I was sleeping in bed alone. I had so many things going on in my mind, like, do I have to pay anything afterwards? Like, is it good? You know, with us, it's like, you have to pay for your own medication, like for everything back home. But here I was scared, okay, now that I've been operated, do I have to pay extra something? I slept in the hospital, do I have to do this? But then the Krankenkasse took care of everything. I just got a Rechnung like 2 months after for 15 euros or 20 euros that I had to pay, but then the rest was settled, the rest was paid. I just had to take care of myself. And I got from work, another important question that people maybe might want to know, from work I got 2 weeks off. Yeah, like my 2 weeks krankmeldung. I wasn't there at work for 2 weeks. And yeah, what else? A lot happened after, but for my video, I'm going to end it here. If you have any questions, like what happens after you get an au pair at work, at school, and all that, maybe leave the questions down below. I'm going to answer them. But I'm just grateful to God that today I'm still alive and I can talk about it without crying, without being sad, and tell someone that, okay, it's not that bad. It's bad because it's painful, but you can get through it and you'll be fine. You just need to have a few people that are just there supporting you and helping you to get better. But yeah, I'm very grateful for my own people that helped me get better. So don't worry, you are not alone. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and see you in my next one. Bye.